good morning everyone. Just got the pre-flight done. We're going through a checklist, but this morning we are on our way to Columbia, South Carolina. We're going to pick up an Angel Flight passenger, bring them to the Atlanta area. So I'm just going to take you guys on the solo leg, and we'll talk about Angel Flight a little bit when we get up there. Okay, so we're going through a checklist. Databases are all current, half deflection, 30 gallons. That's what I want to see. We'll get our flight plan while we're thinking about it. We're just headed directly to K-Cub, Hamilton Owens. That's in there. 119.57 for our weather once we need that. We are going to be going IFR today. It was low IFR a little while ago. I expect that to be improving, but we'll still expect clouds. Best case, probably marginal VFR condition. Lights Avionics Master Transponder squawking 1200. And we will get our weather.
Somerville Airport.
Automated weather observation 1534 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition few at 3,900. Temperature 31 Celsius. Dew point 27 Celsius. Altimeter 3011 inches of mercury. Remarks. Density altitude 2200.
Check our autopilot, sync our heading. Autopilot on, should turn left, and it does. Should turn right. It does. Should turn off, and it does. And we'll check the electronic trim, and it's working. So autopilot's good. Initial altitude will bug it. We'll just go to 3,000 for now. We're going to get our IFR clearance in the air. Park and brake, toe brake, and gyro instruments. No park and brake, feel the toe brakes. All my instruments are exactly what I want to see right now. We have our departure frequency in there as well. Fuel selector valve is in the right tank. That's what I want to see. And we're ready for run up. We're going to do that right here. Just in case something's wrong, throw it right back in the hangar. Okay, so we're on 1700. Temperature's already in the green. Volts and amps look good. We'll go 2 left. We'll drop there, 2 right. It recovers. 1 left. Drop, and I'm watching the AGT rise at the same time. 1 right, and it recovers. A little more juice for the prop here. We're just going to give it 1 quick one. There we go. Prop is working. Before takeoff checks, the only thing we're going to check here is our flight controls. And we'll check those again before we take off and get our flaps ready and our toga button. The rest we're going to go over at the runway. Got nice VFR conditions on the ground here, so we'll have no problem departing VFR. Test the brakes, and they're working. Somerville, traffic Mooney 79811 at the rear hangars, taxi runway 24, Somerville. My checklist back up. Stabilizer trim. Second check, that's good, that's all I need for that. Fuel selector handle, second check, that's all I need for that, it's good. Cop flaps are open, power boost is closed, seatbelts are on, doors already closed, we got that window to go. Retraction lever, that's manual gear obviously in this airplane, there's nothing going to get in the way.
Traffic down to 28 Delta clear runway 24, taxi fuel, Somerville.
Okay, so he's taxiing to fuel, where is the other guy? Okay, they're on downwind, so we should be able to get out of here in time. Window, fuel pump, landing lights, pilot window, electronic fuel pump, beacon light, landing lights, flaps, mixture, and props. So flaps are good, mixture's coming in right here, props where I want it. Departure plan, today we're going to take off runway 24, it'll be a right turn out to the north.
Somerville traffic down on 475, Papa Sierra, turn left face, runway 24, Somerville.
That's Somerville traffic, Mooney 79811 taking off for runway 24, Somerville.
Approaching runway 24.
The traffic on base, they're a ways out yet, still got a final approach to go. Final check at the flight controls. Good. Alright, here we go guys. On the power nice and slow. There's runway 24 confirmed. Everything sounds good, everything feels good. That's full power. Everything looks good. Engine instruments are in the green, RPM's where I want it. And we are already flying. Airspeed's alive though. Tap the brakes, positive rate gear's coming up. Flaps are coming up, there's the treetops. Speed's looking good. Got good visibility, we'll just go ahead and accelerate right now to our cruise climb speed of 120 miles an hour. There it is, hit IAS mode. There's 500 feet, we're going to bring back the power a little bit because we don't need it today, power boost comes open. 2,500. I always bring back the power when it's really hot out, it helps me manage the engine temperature. It's really the engine most efficient at full power, but days like today it's going to heat up quick. So 120, there's 700 feet. We'll look, we'll call. Somerville traffic, Mooney 79811 departing up the upwind runway 24, right turn out to the north, Somerville. Okay. Looks clear out that way. We'll go ahead and transfer over to our approach frequency, which is Charleston. Okay, fuel pump can come off, landing leg can come off. Oh, and everything is good for now, and I was right, that engine did heat up. High humidity, high temperature, high density altitude for this area anyway, so we're still under what I want to see for temperatures on the CHT, so I'm not worried about it. And we are going to have to stop here at about 1,500 feet. Maintain VFR, so we'll lock that altitude in. Charleston approach Mooney 790-811, just south of Somerville. Open up our IFR flight plan to Columbia.
Mooney 79811 Charlestown, slot 4251.
4251, Mooney 790-811. 4251, enter. Okay, kind of nice to level out here for a second. Temperatures will cool down on the CHTs. We've been leaning out quite a bit here, so I don't know how long we'll be here.
November 79811, radar contact 5 miles northwest to Charlie Uniform Bravo Airport. Climb maintain 4,000.
Alright, cleared to Charlie Uniform Bravo Airport. Climb maintain 4,000, Mooney 790-811. Alright, I lost them a little bit there. Put in 4,000. Vertical speed, gonna come up to 900 feet a minute. Bring our fuel back in. RPM back up. I like this climb speed right here, so we're gonna lock that in just over our cruise climb, because it is warm today.
Charles departure 5605 Juliet, heading 260. November 5605 Juliet, Charleston approach, correct Charles departure, radar contact. November 05 Juliet, VR altitude your discretion, proceed on course. Altitude discretion, proceed on course.
Charleston approach, Mooney 790-811, request deviations left and right of course for buildups.
November 811, deviations left and right of course approved necessary, advise on back on course.
Alright, deviations left and right approved, advise back on course, Mooney 790-811.
November 811, when able, direct 73, when able, Charlie Uniform Bravo.
When able, direct Charlie Uniform Bravo, Mooney 790-811. Okay, so you guys saw me make a decision there. Before I could get the deviations approved,
November 81 Victor.
I couldn't see what that cloud looked pretty nasty on the right side. I didn't know how deep it was. It was just a couple degree deviation off to the left, and I was able to maintain VFR doing that, so I did that before I had approval to do so. But okay, so we have some little isolated thunderstorms and rain around us. Don't pay too much attention to this. This always looks worse than it is in real life. And obviously we're VFR out here, so we can just deviate those. And most of it is to the north and east. So we're going west today, which the weather is improving. Although now it's kind of looking like we might be skirting it, but we'll have some decisions to make while we're in the air today. No big deal. As you guys can see on the iPad here, what I'm deviating around, that's this red cell here in the middle. The data's a few minutes old, but I can see it out the window as well. Okay, here at 4,000 feet, looks to be like a good altitude, clear most of the weather. Now prop back to 2,400 RPM, our fuel way back. Get lean and peak, we'll let that settle and hit the checklist. Alright, manifold pressure mixture prop, flaps are up. We just set these, we'll give that a second, come back to it. Prop flaps, come close. Still have deviations approved, so we're going to go ahead and just keep deviating around these storms until we get on the other side of them. Looks clear. Power boost is open, autopilot is on, we're on heading, autopilot headed direction 1 ahead.
Southwest 1600 Charleston, altimeter 3012, ILS 15 approach.
ILS 15, thanks.
Southwest 1500 cross, descend via arrival cross to the radar above 4, cleared ILS 15.
Alright, and since this is a short flight, just got to cruise, we immediately start planning our descent to Columbia. Right now winds are calm. I'm going to request the RNAV tree 1.
K1 Baker, give me a right turn heading to 030 for that traffic.
Go ahead and send that to the map real quick, review it.
A1 Baker, Roger, maintain visual from him, and when able fighting 360.
Okay, weather right now, scattered at 600 feet, so that's VFR. It was low IFR an hour ago, so it looks like we may not even need the approach. But we're gonna load it just in case anyways and brief it just in case anyways. So I actually did brief this earlier. It gets us down to 250.
05377.
We would request skitter.
040 for weather.
Is our initial approach fix. And the rest we've gone over. We'll go over our missed approach procedure here in a minute.
Mooney 811, contact Shaw 125.4, 25.4.
25.4, 811, see it. I was hoping they'd give me a handoff there because I was having trouble hearing them. Shaw approach, good morning. Mooney 79811, 4000, deviating.
Mooney 79811, Shaw approach, Shaw thunder 3012.
3012 and request 6000. Mooney 79811.
Mooney 811, climb maintain 6000.
Climb maintain 6000, Mooney 79811.
And are you looking to go direct to Skeeter?
Yeah, we can go direct Skeeter, Mooney 79811.
Mooney 811, clear direct Skeeter.
Clear direct Skeeter, 811. Alright, so we're going to start our climb first. I don't expect to get to 6,000, but it'll keep us out of this, out of these clouds here. So we'll just start a real slow climb up to there. And if it clears up beyond what I'm seeing here, then I'll just request back down to 4,000, no big deal. But we just got approval to go to Skeeter. I called it Skeeter earlier, but it's Skeeter, I guess. So we're going to go to procedure, approach, RNAV tree 1, Skeeter, fly course reversal, no. Load and activate approach because we've just been cleared to Skeeter. Got some precipitation on the window there. We're going to hit nav. Now the airplane should make a slight right turn, direct Skeeter. That's going to put us right into this cloud, but that looks pretty mundane. Actually, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and just fly right through it. Okay, so we are direct Skeeter. We did get the approach that we were looking for. Well, we haven't been cleared for it yet, but that's the initial approach fix for RNAV tree 1, so that's what I'm expecting. Yeah, guys, we are on our way this morning to pick up a Angel Flight passenger. I looked, and this is my, I think, 11th or 12th Angel Flight to date. So, I guess it doesn't sound like that many, but I do them as much as I can, as much as I can afford, and as much as I have time for. And if you're not aware, Angel Flight, it connects pilots to patients who can otherwise not get to medical appointments. So here we go, we're going to go into IMC, so I'm going to focus real quick. We're still climbing, so expect that. This cloud should be short. Overhead, eyes are on the instruments here, expecting a few bumps. A little bit of precipitation on the window.
Number 1, Kilo Mike contact, Florence approach 135.25.
There we go, pretty easy. But it connects pilots to patients who cannot otherwise not get to and from medical appointments. So around here, there's a burn center in Augusta, Georgia, so I get a lot of burn victims. And then there's just everyone else. So today we're taking a cancer patient to or from his treatment. I try not to ask any questions unless they volunteer the information. But spoke to the guy this morning, and seems like he's feeling good today, and he's excited for the flight. So, but yeah, that's what Angel Flight does. It's a fully 501 C3 charity. So you can write off all the expenses on this flight, write it off on your taxes. What's really cool is for me, aside from all the other benefits, the company that I work for, my day job, they recognize Angel Flight as a official charity because they are a 501c charity, C3 charity, and we are encouraged to volunteer every single year and during work hours. We call it EEC, and so we basically are excused from work, you know, obviously workload permitting, all that stuff, to go and volunteer for a charity. And so for me, this is perfect because I can accept Angel Flights a few times a year and log that toward my volunteer time at work, and I don't have to take vacation for it. And it opens up my schedule in that way. So super beneficial. The other benefits obviously are I get to fly. I love flying. More importantly, I love a reason to fly. So I'm knocking at the door of 1,000 hours right now, and if I'm honest, the getting up and flying around the low country area here in Charleston, it's not as fun as it used to be. Right? On occasion, there are things I'd rather be doing, like golfing or hanging out with the kids, or whatever it may be. And I find myself dragging myself to the airport to log the hours I need to meet my hour goal. But if I have a reason to fly, if I have a mission, if I have somewhere to go, bringing the family somewhere, that really makes flying more enjoyable to me. If you guys are pilots, you might know what I'm talking about, but it's hard to explain, but it really amplifies the enjoyment of flying. So today I have a mission. Today I have a mission to get to Columbia, South Carolina to pick up this patient and get them safely to their destination. Now that's not always going to happen, especially in the summer days like today. We have a lot of weather. My last Angel flight, we could not make it to our final destination, but I knew that before taking off. So I discussed all the options with my patient on the ground. I knew I could get him to a certain point safely, and we had good weather behind us the entire way, so there was no risk in attempting the flight. At any point during the flight, I could always turn back, and I had enough fuel to get back to Augusta where we took off from, or we can go anywhere else. We had five and a half hours of fuel on board. So that being said, the patient was okay with that, so we took off, and we were able to make it about 90% of the way, where we actually had to deviate to one of the alternates that we discussed on the ground, and we deviated there, landed safely. He was able to get a ride there to his house, so no big problem, and I flew home, no issues. So, but that's the kind of flying I like. I like the problem solving. I like the actual mission of flying and everything that comes with it. So, like I said, Angel flight is a great way to build hours and help other people. If you guys are not aware of it, I'll put a link in the description here on what it is. They're all across the United States. The one I fly for is Angel Flight Soars. They primarily operate out of the East Coast area here around Charleston, but there are missions that go as far west as Texas. I've seen some go up to Chicago. So you can also reach out to me on Instagram. Tommy Flies a lot. I'm happy to answer any questions you have, and I have an email on my Instagram as well. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and you guys can contact me directly. Shoot me an email. I respond to every email I get. So if you guys want to send me something, feel free to do that. Okay.
Mooney 811 to contact Columbia approach 133.4.
33.4, Mooney 790811, we'll see it. Columbia approach, Mooney 790811, leveling 6,000.
Mooney 790811, Columbia approach 3012, advise you of the weather at Hamilton Owens, and advise your approach request 4 for 5,000.
Alright, 3012, we'll advise when we have the weather, request the RNAV, tree 1, we're direct Skeeter right now, and we can accept lower whenever needed, Mooney 790811.
790811, I'll give you the center policy discussion, maintain 2,700, cross, speed out above 2,700, clear RNAV, runway 81, approach at Hamilton Owens.
Alright, down to 2,700, pilot's discretion, cleared RNAV, tree 1, and Hamilton Owens, Mooney 790811. Alright, so we're going to engage VNAV. I mean, we literally just got to our altitude.
On the heading, just currently deviating a little bit around this weather.
That guy, that Malibu, sounds like my hangar mate. I don't know his tail number, but that sounds like him. So we literally just got to 6,000 feet, and we're going to start descending. Probably didn't need to do that, but didn't want to get caught in some nasty clouds without radar on board with weather around me. So we maintained VFR. And now, no big deal, we're on our way back down. Okay, so we are now descending to Skeeter. We've been cleared to cross Skeeter at or low 2,700. The VNAV in here already had that in because I had loaded the approach. Right as we got cleared for that, we were approaching our VNAV profile right as we got the clearance. So just hit the VNAV button, set our clearance down to 2,700. Really, once we get to Skeeter, we're on the approach because we've been cleared for it, so we have no more altitude restrictions. So what I would do now is hit the approach button. Okay, so now once we get to Skeeter, we'll make a left turn on the final approach course for runway tree 1. We should see a glide slope, at which point we'll watch the autopilot should intercept that, and we're cleared down to the runway. We've not been cleared to land, but we're not going to get clearance to land because it's not a towered airport. So hopefully we'll be able to cancel in the air. If not, we'll cancel on the ground. Our IFR flight plan. Next thing we need to do right now is get our weather at Hamilton Owens. So. The weather frequency is 118.67.
Let me departure, radar time.
Put that in, get our weather.
Are you on the vector for the weather?
Yeah, currently 195 on the heading here. I think maybe destination now might give us the weather.
3770 course, so deviations left and right to discretion, later on course for regards, maintain 5,000.
Temperature 2
maintain 5,000 and we're direct destination now, working over the left to right again for temperature.
3013. For remarks, Density altitude 1,500.
So we have our weather now. The airport is currently reporting VFR, but we have scattered clouds at 1300, view at 600. I'm expecting to make this approach, but what we're going to do is quickly review the missed approach procedure. Climb 2700 direct, Justin and hold. Okay, so climb 2700 direct, Justin and hold. So that's a straight climb out 2700. We've got that bugged already. We'll just rebug it once we get below that altitude. Columbia approach, Mooney 790811. How do you hear?
790811, Columbia approach loud. So you can change our frequency 133.4.
Roger. We are on 133.4. Just let you know we have the weather NOTAMs at Hamilton Owens.
Number 811, Roger, thank you.
Okay, so here comes Skeeter. We're 2 miles away from it. We may not get the glide slope this far out, so if we don't, I am going to bug 1800. Really a glide path out here, I guess, but whatever. So we're about to go IMC as well, so here comes a left turn. We're approaching 2700. Okay, we're on the approach. Glide path has come in, so I'm going to maintain this altitude. No need to go any lower unless I have to, and I don't have to. We've got the glide slope that's above us. I'm going to maintain 2700 so that glide path comes in. Once that comes in, gets a dot above, we'll start slowing down, and we'll start going through our final landing prep procedure. So first, we'll go over our first GUMPS check, make sure there's nothing we can do right now. So gas, I'm going to land on this tank. I'm going to leave it there. Undercarriage, to go. Make sure I'm propped to go. Switches. We can bring our landing light on. We're going to hit those switches again on our final GUMPS check.
811, report traffic cancellation in the air on the frequency on the ground 124.4. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Mooney 790811. Can I get that frequency one more time?
On the ground frequency 124.4.
124.4. Thank you, Mooney 790811. Alright.
Tango contact shop approach 125.4.
In case we need to cancel on the ground, we'll hit them up on 124.4.
for 377.
And we are good to change frequencies. 123.07. We're going to make a call here. Hamilton Owens traffic, Mooney 790811, 10-mile final, runway tree 1. We are on the RNAV tree 1. Hamilton Owens traffic. I always say final, tree 1, 10-mile final, because if there's any VFR traffic down there, they may not know what RNAV tree 1 means. So I try to mention both if I'm making a call into an untowered airport. That is VFR. So we're probably going to be descending through IFR conditions, or IMC conditions, to hopefully a VFR airport. So there could be aircraft around that airport that are flying VFR that don't understand IFR terminology. So I never just say RNAV tree 1. I always say 10-mile final, runway tree 1. Okay, here comes the glide path. So we're expecting to intercept it here. There it goes. On the scoreboard, just intercepted. So the airplane's going to pitch forward, and I got to really slow it down. We'll bring back the power nice and easy. We'll bring the propeller up a little bit here. There it is, 2500. It'll help us slow down a little bit. We got to get below 120 before we can lower the gear. Here comes some INC conditions. Autopilot's on. There's 2700. So here's what I was talking about earlier. We're going to rebug 2700 because that's our missed approach altitude. So that's in there. Okay, we're in IMC now. Alright, we are good down to 436 feet on this approach. So that's pretty low. I'm going to call that 500 feet. Make it nice and easy. Okay, call that 120. Here comes the gear. Down locked, pulled and indicating. Close our power boost as well. Okay, we can bring in our first notch of flaps. We'll say it out loud. 3 left. Meaning we have 3 notches of flaps left. We are ready for missed approach here, because I do not have the runway and we're at 1,700 feet. Hamilton Owens traffic, Mooney 790811, 4-mile final, runway tree 1 on the RNAV, runway tree 1. Hamilton Owens traffic. Based on glide path, speed's looking really good. Okay, still in the clouds, but I can see the ground off my left wing here. Bases look to be a couple hundred feet below us still, so we got a little while to go. This is an LPV approach, so we're good to follow the glide path all the way in. Go 2 notches. That's the most I'm going to do until we get in the white line, but this should help us get there. Okay, runway in sight.
2 mile final, runway 31.
2 miles out. Just broke out of the clouds, runway in sight. Cancel IFR real quick. At Columbia approach, Mooney 79811, cancel IFR.
Mooney 79811, IFR cancellation received. Keep that code until you're on the ground. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Alright, frequency change approved. We'll keep the code 811. You have a good day. See ya. Alright, cool. So, one less thing we have to do on the ground, plus sometimes it's hard to reach them on the ground. Okay, back to landing mode. Alright, gas is good. Undercarriage is down. Mixture and proper set. Switches are set. Seatbelts are on. 2 notches left. We're in the white line, so there's 1. And we'll go ahead and kick the autopilot off. Hamilton Owens traffic, Mooney 79811, 1.5 mile final, runway tree 1, Hamilton Owens traffic. Love coming into this airport. Cool approach. You can see the college stadium on there. I don't know what it is, the Gamecocks. Downtown Columbia there as well. Really nice. Okay, we'll go full flaps and we're going to get our final speed here. So no turns below 90, we have no turns left. 80 over the fence there, so we go ahead and slow it down. We've got some airspeed to give away here. Alright, last compass check. Gas is good, undercarriage is down and indicating. Mixture and proper set, switches are set, seatbelts are on. That's runway 31, I see it on the runway. We're good to land. There we go, perfect. We're below the RNAV glide slope, but right on the PAPI glide slope. Those don't always coincide, so. I like that speed. A little bit of power away, because still a couple miles an hour to give up. There it goes, perfect. Alright, gears down, runway tree 1 confirmed. That speed's perfect. A little bit of a downhill grade here on the runway, so we're going to float a little bit. Runway is made. It's slipping away from us a little bit. Alright, flaps come up. A little bit of airflow in here. Haven't even touched the brakes yet. Fuel pumps come off. The rest will do when we get off the runway. Alright, we'll roll clear, and then we'll call clear. We'll head over to the FBO. Hamilton Owens traffic, Mooney 79811, clear runway tree 1, taxi FBO, Hamilton Owens. Alright, lane light can come off, flaps are up, car flaps come open, power boost is already closed. Lean for the ground, make sure our trim looks good, and it does. And we got a marshaller taking us in there. Okay, shutdown procedure is pretty easy. They're going to lose me here, so we'll probably transfer to some other audio source. Everything looks good. We're going to bring up the RPM. We've been leaned already, so I don't need to clear that out. Avionics can come off, and then we're going to pull the mixture, and that'll be it.
How are ya? Doing well. Got an Angel flight pickup, and I'll take top off, please. Alright guys, thanks for coming along. That was a fun one. Quick little IFR hop over to Columbia. I'm gonna go meet my Angel flight passenger, and we're gonna attempt to get him to Atlanta. So, if you guys like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram if you want. Tommy Flies a Lot, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.